For over 40 years, Iran has endured sabotage, assassinations, sanctions, and strikes without launching a full-scale war in return. But in June 2025, something changed. After decades of restraint, Iran finally hit back. In this episode, we cover how Israeli aggression pushed Iran to the edge, and why this war was not a surprise, but a consequence. On June 3rd, 2025, Israel launched its most aggressive airstrike in decades, targeting multiple sites deep inside Iran, including civilian-adjacent infrastructure. Among the hit zones, a fuel processing plant, an air defense research site, and neighborhoods near Shiraz. Dozens of Iranians were killed. Entire cities were thrown into panic. No warning, no declaration. Just war. Israel justified the attack by claiming Iran was arming Hezbollah. But to many in the region, this wasn't defense, it was provocation. For decades, Iran has shown restraint-absorbing cyberattacks, assassinations of its nuclear scientists, and secret operations within its borders. But this time, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, responded with force. Over 300 ballistic and cruise missiles were launched at Israeli military targets. Unlike Israel's strikes, Iran focused on strategic air bases and not civilian centers. Iran said, clearly, we are not afraid. We will defend our sovereignty. Iran wasn't alone. Its regional allies, many of whom have also suffered under Israeli bombardment for years, rose up. Hezbollah launched hundreds of rockets toward military targets in northern Israel. Hamas and Islamic Jihad defended Gaza from repeated Israeli airstrikes. The Houthis in Yemen sent drones toward Israeli ships that had supported Gaza blockades. This wasn't chaos, it was a coordinated response to decades of oppression. For once, the region was pushing back, just as Israel has used viruses like Stuxnet to cripple Iran's nuclear program. This time, Iran fought back in cyberspace. Iranian cyber units disrupted Israeli banking systems, targeted IDF logistics networks, and caused blackouts in parts of southern Israel. It wasn't random, it was retaliation. In Western media, we hear mostly about rockets fired at Tel Aviv, but what's ignored are the hundreds of Iranian civilians killed, the families displaced by fuel shortages, and the thousands under siege in Gaza and southern Lebanon, all victims of this war and wars before it. Why is it that when Israel strikes, it's called defense, but when Iran responds, it's called aggression? Now the world watches. Will the US intervene? Will the Gulf states be drawn in? Or will this moment finally force the international community to confront the reality? Iran is not the aggressor. It is the responder. What happens next depends on who is willing to listen. And who only wants war asterisk. This isn't a war between equals, it's a struggle for dignity. And for the first time in years, Iran showed the world that dignity will be defended. In part 5, we ask the question, will this spiral into a full regional war? Or can peace still be rescued from the ruins? Subscribe and stay informed.